everybody. Welcome to the Angeles Forest. This is a unique opportunity in a sea of similar opportunities because this is Aaron, and thank you for joining me, sir. Aaron plans to troll the internet. He said that when he got here. I'm just going to blow up his spot now. Now he's done. Now it's done. See, pressure's off. We're all good. And your modified FR-S. Tell me a bit about this car.
Sure. I have a Jackson Racing Supercharger. I have a AP Racing Sprint brake kit. And I have Tane Street Flex coilovers.
Okay, and then you've got some Hankook RS3 tires.
Yep.
On some lightweight, are those Enkai wheels?
Yep, RPF ones.
Yeah, good wheels. A little carbon wing on the back. It's a nice looking car. Some canards in the front.
Yep.
And what actually makes this one different, Supercharged FR-S is a great car. We've done one of those before. This one's an automatic, and I haven't done an automatic before. And I do know it actually is better than most people say it is, especially when you're going quick. Why did you go with the automatic?
This is a daily driver, and at the time I really didn't know how to drive manual, so I didn't want to take the bullet. So
okay, so you went with the auto.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into manual mode and sport. Yep, we got it in our right modes. Let's go for a drive. So Jackson. That feels good. So Jackson's been making superchargers for imported cars for a very long time. I remember the old Hondas.
Yep.
They all had them. And what drew you to that package?
It was, at the time, the only track-tested kit,
okay.
And it was also carb legal. So I'm running the carb legal.
So you're fully California legal with the kit?
Exactly.
Brilliant. How much power is this thing making?
On paper, it says 270.
At the wheels? Or
yes,
the crank?
At the wheels.
Okay, so you're probably talking about 110 horsepower increase over stock.
Correct.
And probably not a huge weight penalty either, right?
No, it's about 25 to 50 pounds to the front.
Okay. Well, it sounds good. I forgot, it's been so long since I've driven one of these. They are delightful.
So much fun.
It's just really light. It's like what, 2,700 and change?
Yep.
I believe.
Corner balance, it was 2,750.
Oh, did you do a corner balance?
Yep.
Who did it for you?
West End.
Oh, yes. One of our favorites, West End alignment. How important is corner balancing, though? Doesn't it, like, transform your aftermarket suspension?
Oh, it's so much different.
We just did it with my Mustang down at BBI. It was a huge difference. Well, I guess, what is it? It's not wastegate. What is it when it bleeds out the air? What's the actual name?
It's a recirculating valve.
Recirculating valve, thank you. I got called out in the last Supercharger video about using the term wastegate, so I stand corrected. This is nice. It's got a good balance of power. This car has the best steering for dollars anywhere else. You need a Boxster or a Cayman to have better steering than this, and they're twice the price.
Exactly.
It's got good power, not crazy power. It doesn't feel like it's overwhelming the rest of the car. But it definitely goes from a slow car to decidedly not slow.
Yep.
It's enough to make it feel fun and engaging and quick. If you don't mind, what does that blower kit go for?
It goes for about $5,500.
$5,500
with the tune.
Wow. Well, if you plan on, that seems actually like a pretty good value. Comes with an off-the-shelf tune as well.
Exactly.
And can you get a little more out of it if you pro tune it? You think? Maybe?
Yeah. If you go to somebody like Delicious Tuning, probably get a little more power out of it.
It's nice. The one thing I am feeling is there's a little bit of like boost overrun when you get out of the power, right?
Yep.
It doesn't immediately start engine braking. There's about a 1.5 second delay between power and engine braking. And oh, by the way, the automatic gearbox when you use manual mode is totally decent.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I would say it shifts as well as like the ZF 8-speed auto.
Yeah.
It blips downshifts properly, which is what you really want. There's a slight delay, paddle to gear change, but it's not bad. I never did a full review of the automatic, but I did drive one on a track once, a stock one with an auto, and actually I came away impressed, honestly.
It's actually pretty good at the track stock.
Yeah, I feel like the faster you're going in it, the better it is, right?
Yep. Just gotta keep that momentum going.
And this it's got a nice linear power band. Just walking. You know, it's still not a ton of power down low, but it just kind of makes it feel like the car's got a bigger motor. So this is your full-on daily, huh?
Yep. I daily this car, take it to the track.
We can go back the other
Have
way.
some fun here and there.
And has it been good to you?
It's very reliable.
Did you get it new?
Yes, I did.
And how long have you had it for? What year is the car? I don't even know.
2 years.
Okay, so it's needed nothing?
Nope.
That's good.
I haven't had any real issues. I do most of the maintenance with my buddies.
You really kind of do have to wind out the motor even with the
Yep.
blower. It still really doesn't, like I short shifted first there at about 3,500 and it didn't really have
Yeah,
much down there.
You want to keep it above
People
45.
crossing the street. You good? Okay. Yeah, you got to keep it on boil. How much boost does it actually make?
It should be 7 psi for a carb tune.
Okay, that's not too much. Should be able to keep a modicum of reliability at that power level.
Yep.
And you've got plenty of tire and suspension on here. You say they're Tane coilovers?
Yeah, Tane Street Flex.
It's got a good ride. It's not too low. This is very nice, Aaron. And I mean, as fun as it is to shift this car as a manual, if you got to live your life in traffic, this is good.
Yeah.
It's nice. Come on, Supercharger. So you've got an aftermarket head unit in here, which
Yes.
goes with some gauges. Is that like an Android tablet or something?
Yeah, it's a full Android head unit.
And you just go through Bluetooth to ODB2. Is that basically it?
Yep.
That's a nice little thing. It's got kind of a little GTR vibe about it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It also has.
It's redline. Like I want like 500 more revs out of it. You know what I mean? I feel like I want it to go to 8. But where this car is so much different from like a hot hatch, because that when you get that really low center of gravity,
Yep.
that's so helpful. Like I noticed it in the Porsches a lot, because I go from something like, you're gonna get mad, like my Focus RS, which is a platform that has been modified to do some certain things. Whereas when you start with a platform like this, and they really work on that low center of gravity, it makes such a big difference in the speed you can carry, and in how you can have a car that handles well but isn't too stiff. You know, to make my Focus handle well, it's really stiff. Whereas this can still have a really nice ride to it with some give. And then you huck it into a corner and it just sticks. It's really a great thing. I actually think, I haven't run first all the way to Redline, but it seems like the gear spacing of the auto is pretty good too.
Yep. It's a little bit higher than, manual.
Is there a different final drive with the auto or the manual? Or
Yes.
Just the actual gearing is different?
I believe the final drive is different.
It's good. And this thing puts up with a hot track day in the summer and stuff like that. Does it manage heat well, or?
As long as it's not 100-ish or higher,
Okay.
it runs fine. Otherwise, you just gotta spend more time cooling it down.
Okay. But you have the stock cooling system, right? It's not an upgraded cooling, or does the Supercharger come with that?
I have the oil cooler,
Okay.
Jackson Racing kit, and that's all I really needed. Haven't seen anything too crazy in terms of temperature with like coolant.
These brakes are good too. I haven't even mentioned AP Racing is quality stuff.
Yep.
It's a lot of money to spend on brakes for a $25,000 car, but good on you, man. I'll never criticize anyone for going big on the brakes. Did you get them from Stillen? They're like the distributor out here.
No,
right?
I actually bought it from a friend who was trying to get rid of his kit, so
value.
Got a good deal out of
Value.
it.
But the pads squeak a little. They're clearly high temp pads, but
Yeah, they're Project Mu 999, so
Okay.
it's like the highest.
but the brakes, the pedal feels really good. I like this car, man. This thing is cool.
Thank you.
It has a wonderful balance about it. You know, it doesn't. I drove that Crawford BRZ that's making like 450 wheel,
Yep.
and it was just manic and crazy. This, everything is in harmony, and it sounds cool too. It's nice. year is this one again? 12?
2014.
14. So, and the first year I think was 12,
Yeah,
right?
I believe it
Or
was
some
13.
12 or 13?
Yep.
Okay. So after a year, my biggest complaint with the FR-S was that my left knee would get bruised on the window switch panel. The window switch panel is, oh, this guy doing Tai Chi. The window switch panel was like exactly where my left knee went, and so they added a pad.
Yep.
Now there's a pad there, so you don't bruise your left knee. They added one on the right side too. It's go, go, go! That's full throttle second gear. Yeah, see, now the car is fast enough to have a good time in it, where you don't need to constantly beat the crap out of it. But it's manageable. It's definitely manageable.
Very manageable.
Like, you can use a bunch of full throttle still and not really worry about it getting away from you. And you haven't, as far as I can see, your modifications haven't really detracted at all. It's still drivable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd this steering wheel come from?
I got that from a friend, actually.
It's girthy. It's got
Yeah,
a lot of girth.
It feels nice.
It does feel good. It's got a lot of girth to it. But this is a really nice car, and all these the superchargers really seem to complement the FR-S's and BRZs really well. The turbos do too, although you don't get that linearness that you get with this. It other than the extra sounds, it just kind of sounds like a stock car that's got more power.
Yep.
Thanks, Aaron. This was great, man. I appreciate it. Check out Aaron's Wheelwell to see how he's modified this car, and it's really nicely in balance. And so I would recommend using that as a reference point for doing your own build. And the automatic is good. I'm not gonna crap on someone for getting the automatic when it actually is a very nice gearbox. And thank you for watching, and thank you for bringing your car. I saw that you went for it. You get another one. They're gonna troll you now for that. See y'all later.